All right, news. Let's do it. And, we gotta roll because it's getting late.
Yep.
All right. So, I mean, you know what? You know what the kids love? Speaking of things the kids love?
Man, kids love clapping. That's what they love.
The kids love clapping for the things that are fun. And the kids these days
love Funko.
They love Battle Royale. They do.
Hell yeah, they do.
They love that Battle Royale. So, firmly planting this genre as the current fad.
Well, you know how you can tell it's the current fad, right?
If there's at least 3 of them?
No, when Boss Key is going to be making a game of it.
So, Boss Key
late to the party.
Boss Key came out last Friday and announced.
Wait! Oh God!
Boss Key, came out last Friday.
They're super late.
And announced that
I just realized,
Lawbreakers
you're doing the same mistake again.
Let me get the story out.
Sorry,
Lawbreakers is not doing the numbers they hoped it would, and going free to play would not be profitable for them. So ultimately,
I want to put an addendum to that.
Christ.
They put out a statement alongside this saying, we can't. The player retention and stuff of people incited for Lawbreakers makes free to play not viable at this time.
Yes, which
led to this awesome tweet from some guy. I don't know. I retweeted him just like Lawbreakers failed so hard it can't even go to free to play. I then said I just linked that article in my Discord, hanging out. Some first thing out of someone's mouth. What's Lawbreakers?
Yeah, right.
What fuck.
So basically, they announced on Friday that they're sunsetting their development.
Thank you.
How can you sunset something in which the sun never rose on?
Yeah.
And the new game is a 1980s Battle Royale style game called Radical Heights. Now,
hey kids, do you remember the 80s?
Can we look at this trailer?
Sure can. Radical Heights is it's interesting.
Thing they threw together.
Well, because it's doing a lot of 80s references, but it's also the art style is not different or particularly unique in a way. Let me just skip past some of these 80s commercials.
Yeah, that's straight.
The gameplay just looks like very normal in that way, but it's the presentation of the things that the HUD, I guess.
Are you serious?
The items and such are all very 80s themed.
So I want to point something out. When I was talking to people about Lawbreakers, I said Lawbreakers is a game that taught me something about myself and about you guys and about anybody who has been following this industry for long enough. And that is the ability not to see if a game is a success, but to be able to look at a game and immediately go, that's dead. This game is giving me the exact same feeling. This looks so much like Fortnite. Visually.
I was going to say, Wooly, can you please press the right trailer and not a DLC pack for a Saints Row game?
I don't understand how this is supposed to actually compete with those games.
Because it has a bike trick that you can do. Because you can ride your bikes.
A shit. It's too late. It was too late 6 months ago.
But it's neon.
Is so angry that Epic is flourishing without him.
Oh yeah.
But it's
those guys.
But it's full of neon colors and 80s music.
It doesn't even look like what I thought it would be.
And it's a game showy type of thing.
I thought it would look like Sunset Overdrive, but it doesn't.
That's the thing, right? See, so Sunset Overdrive is the version of this where the entire game's art style is dripping with the art.
This looks like a PUBG map.
It's dripping with the theme that you've picked. And here they're dropping textures on a generic looking thing to make it.
The weirdest part is that it actually looks like the halfway point between Fortnite and PUBG in terms of art style. Matt's right. On the long shots where you get to see a lot of the map, it looks like the PUBG map. But on the close shots where you see the characters, they look like fucking Fortnite characters. This is the most clone-ish thing I've seen
this is gonna fail
since I was looking at Chinese websites the other day.
Smash cut to this being the biggest, most popular thing in
when is this coming out? In another couple months, maybe a year?
I
This game is coming out in about a year in early access, and it is going to be free to play. Radical Heights is going to be free to play.
Well, you got to make that free to play now.
So yes, Dead on Arrival is absolutely
Dead on
feeling.
Announcement, man.
The weirdness is, why would they do this again?
Okay, so let me
unless your entire thing is, I see the current big thing and I feel like I can do it better.
Okay, so
if that's what CliffyB is doing,
I want you, everybody at home. There's a fucking Chromecast video about Lawbreakers called "Lawbreakers in a Diluted Sea of Imitator," whatever.
Talked about
it's a great video. At the very end, there's a interview with CliffyB in which where he talks candidly about Lawbreakers in a way that makes this game's announcement even more shocking to me.
Yeah, this I know exactly what quote. It's like the one nugget of wisdom CliffyB says.
And it's genuine
totally
wisdom.
true.
He's completely right. He talks about how when you talk about these big fucking super games, like Overwatch and stuff like that, there's really only room in the market for like 3 of them tops. So so there's like Overwatch and CS:GO and like
this is ringing a bell.
And EA has Battlefield and like Activision has Call of Duty. So we're hoping with Lawbreakers we can be like the 3rd or 4th guy in that pile. Let Overwatch be its own big thing, but we'll let us have our own success. And it's like, in his mind, he's completely right. For MMOs, for lifestyle shooters, for loot games, for all these types of games,
open
lifestyle shooters.
Yes, Destiny, Borderlands, Warframe.
Oh, that's what that's called?
Well, your lifestyle game is the game that you play for years.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
It's your job. It's your job, Wooly.
That's a new term to me.
It's the game. It's the game that people go, that's my game. Okay. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like they would do for fighters, or they would do for shooters, or they do it PUBG, or they do all this kind of thing. There's room for 3, maybe 4 tops, right? Well, look at this shit. You're a year from now. You think you're gonna be number 3 in the world, Cliffy? PUBG and Fortnite have that shit on lock. Fortnite's going to be number 1 for a long time.
Fucking Red Dead might have
it. And PUBG is not going anywhere. Red Dead's going to come out, and that has it.
Red Dead has Battle Royale.
Paladins, which is a massive success in its own right, is racing to get a fucking Battle Royale mode out as soon as it can. And those are games that are already successful now.
It comes out tomorrow?
Wait, I thought you said it comes out in a year.
It says at the bottom that it's going to be... it'll be out of early access after a year. Okay.
But it will be available tomorrow.
The Steam page says
early access game available April
tomorrow.
10th. All right. So they have a sliver of a chance. So this game has to be the 3rd best Battle Royale game and explode by the 11th to survive.
It sure seems like they slapped this together real fast after it was like, yep, this is unsalvageable.
It sure does.
Well, yeah, the definitely doesn't have as much of a budget as Lawbreakers.
No, I'm not saying it needs to, but just like it. If you
people, I've seen a lot of comments talking about the way like the guns look and how they seem to feel. I guess, and
why is it like this realistic, deadly-looking fucking military gun? It's a bunch of 80s fucking idiots jumping around.
Because the core shoot bangs probably still has to be like.
That's why I mean, like Sunset Overdrive has all these crazy, wacky weapons made by the fucking makers of Ratchet and Clank.
You'd think they'd go all the way with it, but it seems like they didn't want to.
At least they're getting it out as fast as possible. That's by far their best bet. This shit's still dead. Dead as fuck. Because even if this has moderate success, I see Paladins alone, or Red Dead, one of those two, just coming along and taking somebody's spot.
Well,
then it moves down.
Well, here's the thing: it being free means it's going to die a lot slower than if it were not.
You're right. You're completely right.
Guess like this is going to hang out for a minute. Mm-hmm. Anything that's free hangs out for a minute.
You're right.
But this looks like what we were afraid of other free games being.
We're looking at this the way we thought we were looking at Warframe.
A little bit. All right. Well, anyway.
So, Cliffy, Round 2 of you making another $1 billion IP, right? That's my favorite quote. He came out of retirement, say, you know what? I said to myself, I want to make $1 billion IP again. Lawbreakers.